Have you seen that video where like the kid gets like caught watching porn?
What the hell are you about to tell me about?
I had to find it, but like the kid's like making this elaborate explanation why there's porn on a computer, and he's saying, "No, Mom, I was downloading something and it was a virus, and then I got up from the chair and my pants were slipping and I had to pull them up. That's what you saw. You're not that's what you saw."
God.
Just own up to it. Fuck it. You're in too deep.
I remember when I had FrostWire, which is a very dated reference that some people probably won't get. And on FrostWire, I recall, because I learned the hard way, if you try to download something that does not exist on there, they will just give you porn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like search for a song and it wasn't on the LiveWire like catalog, they give you porn. And so my dad came in and was like, "I want you to try to find me Leonard Skinner's cover of Jailhouse Rock." And so he's watching me, and I'm like, I don't understand computers, but I can still read words. And so I search it, and it gets one result. You know what this means.
So of course you click
And
it.
so he sees it, and he's like, "There it is, Peckerwood, download it." He calls me Peckerwood a lot.
It's
Like,
true.
"There it is, Peckerwood, download it." And I was like, "No, Dad.
You don't want to see
You don't understand.
That's just gonna be, that's not the song." I didn't even tell him what it was. It was like, "That's not this song," because I didn't want him to know that you could get porn off of there.
easy access to.
Yeah,
You guys
So
had
it's
like
still-
satellite TV. There's porn all the time.
Yeah.
Pleasure Zone. It was a Twilight Zone, but porn spoof.
Was it really called that?
Yeah, the Pleasure Zone.
It's beautiful. Really.
Not the Heim. No, I'm sure there's flesh. I'm not gonna go
Do they
into it.
still do that?
Twilight Zone?
The parodies?
Apparently, no, I'm sure. Game of Bones. I'm sure
Oh,
that
That's
exists.
gotta be one. That's beautiful. We're in the wrong industry.
OnlyFans. But anyways,
So you told them no.
so I'm like, no, yeah, thank you. That's why Xavier's here. So they're like, nah, for real, dog. Like, you don't want none of this. I was like an old Chinese man when you try to pick a fight with them. And then, like, my friend, you don't want any part of this. Knowing they can beat you up. And so finally I was like, okay, fine. It's like, double click it, and it's like, loading. And then it just opens when it's done, right? Like, if it was a song, it would play. And if it was anything else, it would just show you what it was.
Yeah.
And so it's going. All of a sudden, like, he's like, oh, it's almost done. And it pops up. And it's just a chick laying spread eagle, like, spreading her lips. And he's like, oh. He's like, well, I didn't expect that. Or something like that. I was like, I told you it wasn't the song. And so I closed it. And what was brutal was he was telling my Uncle Mike about it later. He's like, yeah, I tried to download Jailhouse Rock by Leonard Skinner. And you know what happens? We download it, and I just got a cunt staring back at me on the screen.
Fuck.
I had never heard him use that word before. I was like, why did you choose this?
How old are you?
I was in high school,
Uh,
like sophomore.
okay.
I met Ashley around this time.
Fun fact.
Yeah, my wife.
It all comes around.
Full circle.
Around, comes around, goes around, in a circle round comes, yeah. I don't know the words, I'm sorry.
Like a circle jerk.
Circle jerking.
It doesn't make sense in any other shape.
Mm-mm.
Try to square.
I was gonna say a square, but I don't know.
I was going to say love triangle.
No, I just don't think the angles are right.
Look, the Greeks had it right. You build shit like this. Get a pyramid.
Naked wrestle with each other.
Wrestle.
That was the original circle jerk. Hey, what are you guys doing today? Oh, I don't know. What do you have in mind? You want to go watch some really buff gay guys wrestle each other? One of them gives up. You know I do. This is 10,000 years before cable, bitch. Just go.
What a time to be alive.
I mean, I just been drinking wine all day. I got nothing planned.
What happened during those times? What else did they do? What else were you expected to do? What were your jobs?
Shot of me. Everyone had one. I don't know how money was like taken and all that economics of the situation, but I think you just picked a job and did it. You're like, I'm going to be a baker, or I'm going to make wine, or I think it was basically you could either do a useful service or make some bullshit that you could sell at the crafts fair of the time.
Or a prostitute. Prostitution was big back then. There were like a ton of like paintings of it. There's this really good special back in the day on History Channel called History and Sex. It would only air like real late at night.
This is before they found aliens.
Before Ancient Aliens, it was History and Sex.
Why not balls?
And it would like tell you, here are the specials and here what you could order.
This one requires a credit card on file.
Here's Jerry Springer's.
Here's the real check. I know the dumb son of a bitch wrote a check.
That's pretty cool. History and sex.